Do you know the colors I would see?
Easy.
Go, go.
Grave robber must have found something in Moreau's tomb to activate the entry portal. Wonder what surprises this place has in store. Not bad. Wouldn't mind having something like that myself. Course. Locked. Notes I found mention 4 protruding stones. Gotta press them somehow. Crossbow, maybe? Could try to hit them. Not bad. Wouldn't mind having something like that myself. Not bad. Wouldn't mind having something like that myself. Not bad. Wouldn't mind having something like that myself. back where I started. Now to find the next portal. Damn it, back where I started. Statues seem oddly oriented, as if to all face in one direction. The right portal, maybe? Now to find the next portal. Ah! Moreau had his lab. Guessing this man didn't come here willingly.
The 18th of Yule, year 1102. Today I begin my great life's endeavor, one greater and more significant than any I have thus far undertaken, for it relates to me personally, to myself and my son. When 15 years passed, a beast of the forest assaulted me. A witcher came to my aid, saved my life. I could not know that for said salvation, I would in the end pay by relinquishing any say as to my own son's fate. Had I the skill to turn back time, I would have done so, and perished rather than surrender to the Witchers my only son. But as it was, on the day when Jerome was taken, I swore an oath on my honor that I would recover my son. Today, following years of research and preparation, I have at last devised a device that allows me to study mutations. If the gods in their goodness grant me but a bit of favor, I shall find a way to reverse said mutations and restore Jerome to a normal life.
So, Professor wasn't out to enhance Witcher mutations, wanted to reverse them. Wonder if he managed, and if there's anything in it for me.
Observation 22. Despite applying a surfeit of toxic substances, significantly more than usual, the subject displayed no symptoms of
brings you to Toussaint? Tell me.
Let's call it business.
Ah, then. A professional journey. Nothing but work, tension, unfamiliar beds. One needs a way to relax at times. Perhaps my girls could help you.
Cozy place you got.
I'm pleased you noticed. You see, when I had set aside enough to found my own establishment, I wished it to be not a bawdy house, but a bawdy home. A place where patrons would not simply come, drop their host, then flee as soon as the girl rolled over. Here, the sheets do not reek of sweat, the beds have no bed bugs, and the wine is not watered down. It is a place where one longs to linger, to chat sprawled in a comfortable chair, to light a pipe. All after paying a modest fee, of course.
Gotta go. See you later.
That Witcher's rather handsome.
Was it you?
Every day the same. Wine, and more like smuggling wine. It's enough to drive you batty.
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
You know, feels kinda strange having a home.
I must say I never pictured you owning real estate.
Was something of an accident, but I'm not about to complain. Yen, back then, before we fought the hunt, said you wanted to run away with me to the world's end. This vineyard, good enough?
Yes, although there's one thing missing.
Namely?
I shall give you a hint. It's large, white, has 4 legs, category taxidermy.
Oh yeah, the unicorn. Fine. You can bring it down here.
I knew you'd see things my way.
Liking Toussaint so far?
The landscape's lovely and the towns are charming, no question about that.
But
But the southern sun plays havoc with my wardrobe. To be blunt, wear black down here and you're pretty damn hot.
might need to think about changing your color palette. Off-white and pea green, for instance.
And I'll wear scents distilled from turnips and daisies. I think I shall simply stay in the shade, and you'll bring me cool drinks at regular intervals.
Bring you whatever you want. Brought quite a few books. Let me guess, working on a new spell?
Not at all. These aren't grimoires, just pleasure reading. The Name of the Orchid, A Widower for Half a Year.
Always thought you too busy to make time for something as impractical as pleasure reading.
Because I was, but now I'm not. A few weeks ago, I awoke to the realization that I know not what to do next. I have no plan. I have no goal. And you know what? I like that. Finally, I can stop thinking about politics and focus on what's important to me. Which is why I came here.
Ever thought this day would come? Peace and quiet. Bees buzzing, birds chirping.
I almost regret delaying so long before coming to you. I was quite the silly goose.
You have doubts? Though I imagine it might have been hard coming after me. Always were proud as a peacock.
Please, Geralt. I'm not like other sorceresses to feel that following someone means my wings have been clipped.
Ooh, watch what you say about your colleagues. Remember, it's an ill bird that fouls its own nest.
Well said, Witcher. You're not only handsome, but wise, too. I feel a bit like the cat that got the canary.
Yeah, and I'm... Damn it, you win. This time.
Ha!
How'd that start, anyway? Our duels and wordplay.
Forgotten. It was at a vernissage in Banard. You started it to keep from going mad with boredom. I remember finding your sense of humor both groan-worthy and somehow endearing. Never change, Geralt. I beg you.
So, talk again later?
Of course. I'm not going anywhere.
Renovations coming along all right?
Very well indeed, sir. At this rate, Corfo Bianco will soon be restored to its former glory.
Starting to really like this place. Maybe we should keep going, refurbish some more. What do you think, BB?
As you wish, sir. Shall we see to the house or the grounds this time?
Feels like by investing a bit of coin, I could make the house more functional.
I agree thoroughly, with every fiber of my being.
Thinking about buying a comfortable bed. Always wanted one.
Excellent idea. In your profession, rest is supremely important. But say the word, and I shall order you a bed from the carpenters who craft comfort for the court.
Great. Order me a fine bed, please. Think I deserve one at my age.
True indeed, true indeed. I shall send a runner at once. The bet will be in place by this time tomorrow. Is there anything else you require, sir?
Along the path, I've often picked up well-crafted, beautifully ornamented armor. Some of those pieces would look great on display here.
I agree. It would lend the place a certain witch's air. Shall I order new stands at once, sir?
Yes, just please make sure they're solidly made and nicely finished.
It goes without saying, sir. There is nothing worse than splendid armor upon a subpar stand. By this time tomorrow, they shall be ready to display your finest finds. Is there anything else you require, sir?
If you don't mind, I'd rather postpone talking about renovations. Need to ask you something else.
Of course, sir, as you wish. What is the nature of your inquiry?
Starting to get into this whole renovating thing. There must be other things we can improve.
With the utmost respect, sir, the vineyard has arrived at the pinnacle of perfection. Any further changes could prove a regrettable step down the slope towards the brash. I firmly advise against it.
Feels like by investing a bit of coin, I could make the house more functional.
I agree thoroughly, with every fiber of my being.
Could use another weapon rack. Got some interesting pieces I'd like to display.
I know of a carpentry shop in town which crafts the humblest lumber into true masterpieces. You need but give the word.
Fine. Order the racks.
Of course, at once. At most 1 day for them to arrive, is my estimation. Is there anything else you require, sir?
That's all for now, BB. Thanks.
Witcher, you freed us from the beast. Perhaps you might free me from my old ball and chain. Let Piotr shower you with warmth.
Liam and Matilda running the vineyard together.
You've spread some
Whoa.
nastiness. You've spread some nastiness to me.
Even a horse drops.
What do you get for all that work? A crook in your back. What's so on it?
Bread adds a spring to your step. Wine adorns your head with horns.
A witcher. We could use one around here, full time.
Run, Roach. Whoa! Go, go. Run, Roach. Not so fast, Roach.
If I was just ordinary guardsman.
About her.
Just as strong as the other factions. It shall soon be considered canon. Of this I'm certain.
I don't know. Always been a Nilfgaard man myself. I must give it some more thought.
Geralt of Rivia. Saw a notice about a Gwent tournament.
By all means, you've come to the right place. I am Count Martin Monnier, Organizer-in-Chief. Our tourney's more than mere diversion. We've a mission, see? To spread word of my brother's brainchild, Skellige, a new Gwent faction.
New tech? Where'd you get the idea? I mean, why bother?
All Beauclair knows me as a great lover and promoter of Gwent. My brother, dead for some time now, was known to be the same. We shared another great passion, travel. Spent a great many years at sea in our youth, marking out our territory in multiple corners of the world. Yet the one that truly grabbed us by the stones were the Skellige Isles. The stormy sea, consumed by a fever, a suicidal awe, dashing itself against somber cliffs. That is the image I retain. It and others like it inspired my brother to devise the new faction.
These new cards, tell me something about them.
Their design embodies the Isle's spirit. The rage-filled potency, the rough, brutal beauty. Famed Skelligers, heroes of lore, berserkers and beasts, ogle us from the cards. Ran Tuirsek is the faction's leader, of course.
And the other famous Skelligers?
Hjalmar and Serisan Kreite, naturally, though not conjoined. Also Hemdal the hero, the venerable druid Ermion, the list goes on.
The tournament. Where do I sign up to play?
Right here with me. I've one slot open, but there's a condition. You must use cards of the Skellige faction. You see, I've already asked a great many seasoned players to do the same. Alas, all fear novelties, disdain process, care too much for the climax for winning. So they insist on playing with their tried and true decks.
Long story short, you need a sucker who'll risk it. Take a stab at proving Skellige's no worse than the established decks. Best way to do that'd be to win this tournament using your brother's cards.
We understand one another perfectly, I see. Behold this trophy, standing stiff and strong. It could be yours if you win.
Not bad. Could look great in my house. On the sideboard, maybe.
May we all play fair, show respect for our opponents, and may the best amongst us win.
Eat, drink, and wipe your boots before you take another step. Don't slurp your food, don't eat with your hands, don't pick your teeth with your knife.
What?
Oh, I'm just jesting. You, sir, clearly were not born in a barn. Welcome to the Pheasantry, the best auberge in all the duchy.
I know you're busy, but round of Gwent?
Yes, sir. Our sweet shining sun.
A serious client at last. Tell me, what do you need? Honeysuckle, Ganesha petals?
How's business?
The coin is good, but just between us, I'm going batty with boredom. I know what my customers want before they open their mouths. Boltmen, birch sap. Ladies of all walks, whatever fragrance Duchess Anarietta prefers at the time. If just once somebody would order... Welcome back, Master.
In the mood for a round of Gwent?
Welcome back, Master.
In the mood for a round of Gwent?
Not even a draft horse.
It's thin scrapings around here. At least the weather's pleasant.
It is right and fitting, Richard, that the curse has summoned.
The best armor around! That is what I forge! So sorry.
Up for a round of Gwent?
diverse merchandise. Satisfaction guaranteed.
Instead of chatting, why not a quick game of Gwent?
Shan't find anything better in all Toussaint.
On the short hops. Be careful you do not trample any hops. A returning customer is a satisfied customer. Come, peruse and buy.
Oh!
Silver.
Boy, this my bubbles are ready to blow. Oh, here he comes! A hero! Geralt the Rib!
Don't crowd around.
Lamet, my friend, it's common knowledge from
Drink! Give me a drink!
You yourself are forbidden.
I knew from the start.
That's true. Our Camina is the sweetest drink in Vocre. And anyone can tell you.
I do not listen to anyone but to my smells, and they are unanimous.
That's it, Roach.
So, if I am to buy your wine,
Run, Roach.
Gods be bum-poked, you...
You, Jacob?
Heel, Moholt. Down. Who asks?
A witcher. Saw your notice.
Hold up. A witcher, you say? Like in Luis Herrera's Tales and Fables. Luckier than a green bleeding leprechaun I am. See, not a soul around believes this tree is Daphne, the cursed lady of legend. But you could lift the curse.
So what makes you think there's a girl cursed inside the tree?
Well, I came out with my dog, Moholt, to cut her down. Axe in hand, a broad swing I took. The edge burrowed deep in her trunk, and bum-botch me if blood didn't spurt forth. My jaw dropped in the dirt, but right then I knew. Every jot of it in the tale of Daphne, Gareth, and the Witch of Lynx Crag.
Don't tell me. From Herrera's Tales and Fables.
You talking bet. Second edition, amended in octavo. I know those tales by heart. My nan read them to put me to sleep.
Guess she read it cover to cover, colophon included. Got me curious, gotta admit. You really think the old tales are true?
Taking the weepy, are you? Do you think me balmy?
No, it's just these are dark, grim times. No room for knights pure of heart or happily ever afters. So I don't often run into folk like you.
Yes, true, the times are crud pie. But I see this as all the more reason to remember the tales. My gran would say, if you know not what to do, think to the chessboard knight and noble Alondra, and the path they would choose. She schooled me so thorough in it, I could not do otherwise, even if I wished to.
Let me take a look at the tree.
Careful now. Be bum-poked, you must hang on, Mel...
I swear I hear sobs in the rustling leaves. Blood. Seeped from the direction of the tree, judging by the shape of the stain. Actually does bleed. Looks like human blood, too. The bark resembles hypertrophic scars in places. Medallions humming like
close.
Actually does bleed. Pretty incredible. Looks wondrous.
Did I not say so?
My help doesn't come free, you know.
You speak to a lowly woodcutter. No stench of coin about me. Lower, you must go lower. Willing I am to pay, but I've not near that much. Agreed. I will pay, as soon as the young mate is free.
Willing to help, but first I gotta figure out where to start.
No need. I know it all. Miss Daphne and Sir Gareth shared a terrible and fearsome love for each other. Yet to prove himself worthy of her hand, Gareth was to face the Witch of Lynx Crag. Before Sir Gareth set off for the hill, Miss Daphne gave him her kerchief, a token of her favor.
Let me guess, he never returned.
He did not. She stood here, day upon day, night upon night, trying to spy him.
Till she sprouted roots and turned into a tree? Wonder why.
I will fecking tell you why. To await the moment when Gareth returns, kerchief in hand. That is the power of love. The power of longing. So you must scale Lynx Crag. Search there for a means to free Daphne. I will give you my book of tales to refer to. And good luck, Witcher.
There's a moo here and a moo there. My food fell out on the feet.
Witches. Hut looks inhabited. No sign of the dweller, though. Guess I'll look around. A wall of spell enhancements. Or trophies. Arrow, broken in half. No doubt to bring bad luck to the archer. Branch off a grapevine. Could be to ensure a good harvest, or a bad one. Doll looks like an accessory for casting curses. Silk kerchief, monogrammed DF. Could use it to break the curse if it's Daphne's.
None but feral cats stray in here most oft, yet it seems I forguessed from afar at that. What do you seek in my home?
Already found it.
You do not aim to lift the curse from the tree, girl, do you?
What if I do?
Then you had best know you waste your time. The old tales? Did your Nan not tell them to you? Even I, the Witch of Link's Crag, would be hard-pressed to overcome the power of love and longing.
The Lady's Night. You ever make it here?
Sagarath. Yes. He came to sway me, but had a quick change of heart. To be precise, it came after the first night we spent together. He stayed a fair while. Then his conscience got the better of him, and he resolved to return to his beloved.
Might have resolved to, but never made it.
A tragic fate befell him along the way.
You have anything to do with this turn of fate?
Of course. Was I to let another woman have a man who belonged to me? I could not abide it.
I'll handle the curse myself, without your help.
Go right ahead. I wish you luck.
Letting me go, just like that?
I could not have devised a better ending for this little tale. Our visit is done. Adieu. For never shall we meet again.
Tears away the skin, and thus brings death.
I've chopped and stacked the wood. What now?
My turn. Gotta light fires and talk to the woman enchanted in the tree. No idea how this'll turn out, so just in case, stand at a distance. And if you see me draw my sword, run. Like human blood, too. And the bark resembles hypertrophic scars in places. Medallions humming like crazy. Intense magic at work here. Blood seeped from the direction of the tree, judging by the shape of the stain. Actually does bleed. Looks like human blood, too. And the bark resembles hypertrophic scars in places. Medallions humming like crazy. Intense magic at work here.
Well, what did you learn?
Actually does bleed.
Well,
looks like human blood too. And the bark resembles hypertrophic scars in places. Medallions humming like crazy. Intense magic at work here. logger was making good time. Strange, though. Willow's isolated. No other trees near it.
And? Did you look at...
From the south, not a word. From the east, no cry is heard. From the north, silent sighs. From the west, peer hollow eyes. Cease your vigil, dead he lies.
What's your stones?
The beast deep down the path should be particularly cut. Champion.
Come on, good folk, come quickly. I haven't enough for everyone.
Cheap shenanigans. I can't see a thing.
Come on.
I never knew vampire so hard. I've worked up quite the appetite.
When you hold me tight, Rossi, that's my thing.
Oh, Jack, be nimble. Vampires attack
Dark
the city.
secrets still.
Yeah? What is it?
Now, why does one summon a witcher, To inquire about the gossip currently flowing about the court? I have a problem with a beast.
Ah, you the one posted the notice? Go on then, spit it out. What's it about?
First, my dear Witcher, we must establish ground rules. Given the vast difference in our respective social positions, I'm sorry to say I take umbrage at the familiar tone you take. I expect deference. I expect you to address me as Sir, or better yet, as Monsieur de Bourbeau.
Fine. Monsieur de Bourbeau.
The emphasis falls on the last syllable. Bourbeau?
Mm-hmm. See, now I'd rather emphasize something else. Tell me what this is about, monsieur, or I'll change my mind and go.
Naughtlings and their manners. Very well. Let us get this over with. Something has infested my vineyard.
Mm-hmm. Great. Let me go prepare my something oil then.
I beg your pardon?
Need more information than that. Where was this something seen? Any witnesses? Bodies to examine?
Therein lies the rub. None has seen the beast. We've only heard signs of its presence, a strange scratching and shrieks. Neither are there any corpses to inspect. Men simply disappear without a trace.
Who's disappeared? Mind my asking?
Most recently some farmhand, I believe.
Despite the vast difference in your social statuses, do you perchance remember the farmhand's name, monsieur?
No. You must speak to my wife. She has more collegial relations with this household help. She's away at the moment visiting her mother, but should return forthwith.
Noises you mentioned. Where do they come from?
Well, everywhere. But they're most clearly audible in the wine cellar.
Means the monster must dwell underground. When are the noises loudest?
In the night, just as they were years ago, when the buildings quaked. Another expert agreed to look into the matter then, but was never thereafter seen nor heard of. Oh, that should suffice with the questions. Now tell me, will you take the contract? Yea or nay?
Depends. What kind of reward are we talking about?
How much? Do you jest? Come now, be reasonable. Come now, be reasonable. Enough. You shall take what I offer, I shall seek out another slayer of vermin.
Fine, I'll do it. Need to look around here first. Then I'll want to talk to Madame de Bourbeau.
Very well. I shall inform you once she has returned. Meanwhile, the key to the cellar. Just whatever you do, please do not disturb the wine barrels.
A fruitful hunt.
Don't crowd around.
It's quiet. Guess the monster actually is nocturnal. Gotta wait till dark.
Don't crowd around.
Let's look around. Shattered dishes. Got knocked off the shelf somehow. Shaken off, maybe? What the? A tunnel? Should be able to break through. Damn it, it's getting away. Getting more interesting by the minute. Kicking more eggs. Should destroy them before the young hatch. Start prowling the vineyard. Cracked kicking more eggs. Something's been feeding on them. No kicking more dug this. Tunnels are the work of something much bigger. Something with heavy, wide claws. No kicking more dug this. Tunnels are the work of something much bigger. Something with heavy, wide claws. Damn it, young could hatch any minute. Last one. Water coursing. Underground stream. Monster I'm looking for lives underground, digs tunnels, feeds on Kikimores, and is big. Very big. Won't burn anything else here. Time to go back to the surface.
Sacre bleu!
What is the meaning of this? I'm paying you to slay a monster, not demolish my property.
Property's falling apart on its own, what with all the tunnels under it. I'd fill those in soon if you don't want your building to collapse.
Tunnels? Fiddle my thumb, how did tunnels appear down there?
Something dug 'em. A large creature. Also killed a few kikimores down there and destroyed their eggs. Consider it a half-favor. Won't cost you much.
Kikimore eggs. Yes, of course, good work. Indeed, a reward is due.
Madame de Bourbeau, I presume? Hear you know something about the missing farmhand.
Jean-Luc? Yes. We went to examine this year's seedlings. Something had been nibbling at them. Then we heard these odd noises. Jean-Luc went to reconnoiter and never returned.
Madame, could you describe Jean-Luc?
Tall, exceedingly well built. Hair black as pitch.
Dear, concentrate. There is not a peasant that is not well built. They work in the fields all day. He means scars, birthmarks, that sort of thing.
Then none, I suppose. But he did wear a pendant around his neck. A silver one.
Silver jewelry on a farmhand?
It was a gift, I believe. Or that is what he claimed.
Should be enough to go on.
Then what are you fritting round here for? Get to work! Perhaps I can turn these tunnels into an extended cellar.
Please, find Jean-Luc.
Stocks and the whip await those running riot. Our duchy values peace.
Bread's really stale. Been here a while. Blanket was laid out here. Blanket was laid out here. Good vintage. Must have been a special occasion. Someone had a picnic. Or
Good
something.
vintage.
Must have been a special occasion. Footprints. 2 sets. Track split. Woman turned back here. Man kept going. Large, deep tracks.